Ladies and gentlemen, hobos and tramps, cross-eyed mosquitoes, and bullet ants, allow me to introduce you to myself. I am the always whimsical, nonsensical, terrible Tom Jenkins, and welcome to episode 1 of this show. Today, I'm going to keep my matters local for a bit. Today, I am going to interview the closest person in my life, the guy who lives upstairs. No, not God. I am going to interview my roommate, Keegan Peter McCusker, freaking not almost well-known digital artist, and I don't know what else he does. I think he serves coffee for a living. I don't know. But anyways, hello Keegan. Pleasure to meet you. I'm Terrible Tom Jenkins. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah. Pleasure to meet you, sir. Is there any reason why you called me down here? And can I have my hand back?
Likewise. Anyways, I would like to ask you a few questions if it's okay with you. Is that alright?
Yeah, I guess, but make it quick.
I'm terribly sorry. There's your hand back. Anyways, first question. I just want to ask, what and how long have you been an indie wrestling fan for? And what has drawn you into indie wrestling? Is it the pretty posters? Is it the athleticism? Is it the big sweaty men? Inquiring minds must know.
I'm glad you asked that question, Tom. Back then in the 80s, I started wrestling when I started watching the Coliseum videos back in, I believe, when I was possibly like 2 or 3. My grandmother bought me the PWI magazines. And I got drawn to the golden era of WWF, and at the same time WCW, because of these magazines and because of collecting figures back then. I remember having an old Ric Flair. I remember having a Dusty Rhodes, Lex Luger, and I also collected the little Hasbros at the same time when I was continuously getting older. But I always loved wrestling, particularly at a young age, and it just kind of became my niche. I mean, the thing that I loved, it overcame hockey, baseball, and football to become my favorite sport of all time. Down to the point where now in my older age, I make a little game of it. I do little predictions, and the closest I can get to my predictions, the better. But the biggest thing that got drawn me into watching wrestling was the theatrics and the expertise, the skill. The fact that it tells a story, sometimes if it's really good, it draws you in. How about you ask me something about my art? The Spooky Astronauts Drawing Club, something involved, maybe?
To be honest, I don't like your answer, sir. So I'm just going to allow me to find my piece of paper and pen. He enjoys the pretty lights and sounds. That pretty much sums it up, doesn't it? Anyways, second question on the docket. What did you do today? Did you brush your teeth? Did you comb your hair? Inquiring minds must know.
So I guess that's a no on the art thing. By the way, I have a question for you, Tom. How's your buddy Pistol Pete doing?
You will not mention that name in this house, sir. There is no Pistol Pete. There is no Pistol Pete. There is no Pistol Pete.
Aw, Is somebody butthurt? Isn't it a little late for your bedtime? Does Grandma know what you do in your spare time?
Hey, I ask the questions, okay? And I know the questions, so I change the answers, okay, bub? You dilly-dallying little scallywag, you.
Right. I'll just go do some more important things. You just do whatever you do and rot in your grandma's basement. Alright, I'm out of here.
Okay, interview's over. Anyways, tune in next time to where I will freaking be on the street and I will start my rules of wrestling etiquette. Have a good night. Keep your stick on the ice and do.